everyone, welcome to my video. My name is Jay Sheree, and first and foremost I would like to thank you for coming to visit my channel, visiting my page, subscribing to my page. Shameless plug. Today I've decided to do something. Y'all like my caftan? Y'all like my little moo? Feel very comfortable, all breezy. It's making me want to sing sending my love to you, waiting for you. Oh, yes, I did just do that. But anyway, today I decided to do something that I have wanted to do for a very long time, and I'm going to do a full face of Fenty Beauty. Okay, full face of Fenty makeup. Everything is going to be Fenty. Well, it's probably about like a few things that may not be Fenty, but for the most part, I'm gonna say probably about like 80% of my face is going to be Fenty, and I'm so excited. I have these two Fenty foundations. My skin with these Fenty foundations be like, oh my gosh. Like, let me just go ahead and say, people say, my friends and family who are so supportive, whom I love so very much, they feel like I'm a makeup artist, that I am a makeup artist, I need to be proud in it. And me personally, I don't feel like I'm a makeup artist, because I don't feel like I have the qualities, or I don't feel like I have the abilities to say I am an artist, because there are certain things that someone may ask me to do and I can't do it. When you're an artist, you can meet any challenge. I struggle with eyeshadow, so that's something I need to master. So I don't call myself a makeup artist, I call myself a makeup enthusiast. I think I like that much better, because I'm very enthusiastic about makeup. I love makeup. I have a passion for makeup. As y'all can see, I love makeup. So but that's what I wanted to do. I started falling in love with makeup probably like when I was in high school, but it was just like basic stuff like eyeliner, just like one y'all don't remember when people used to put like one thing of eyeshadow across their whole eye? Yeah, that was me. Tragic. And it's also because I really didn't know any better, because I didn't have knowledge of makeup. But fast forward to 2012, you know, after I graduated college, and I still was liking makeup, so I was going to like MAC to get like little concealer just to put under my eyes. Wasn't doing foundation or anything like that. I was just kind of like easing into it, and still really didn't have a lot of knowledge of makeup, right? Fast forward to 2012, Rihanna drops a bomb on the whole world and launches Fenty Beauty. Like, and sis had us shook. No shade to MAC and NARS, because they were doing it for a while before she dropped Fenty Beauty, but it was just like something different about Fenty Beauty. So jumped into that, and I'm not even gonna lie, when I had first in 2017, like I was not those people who can just like walk into the store, look at a foundation, look at the shade, and like, yeah, I know that's my shade. I was not able to do that, y'all. I had bought the wrong shade. This one right here, it was too red for me. Like, it got a little stain on it. Don't mind that, but it was too red, like all of that. It was just like a no. So I felt like I wasn't able to like enjoy the hype of the Fenty movement that everybody was talking about, because I didn't have the foundation that was my correct shade. And I know you're probably like, well, why you ain't just go return it? Because I just get anxiety when it comes to returning stuff. We'll talk about that another day time. But seriously speaking, I wanted to get involved with the hype. So recent now, I'm in like a better position. I have a little bit more knowledge. I'm getting better with my shade matching. And so I found out that for 40, that's my summer shade. Yes, there's a summer shade and a winter shade, okay? And for 20 is my winter shade, I believe so. We're about to find that out right now. And then I went and got these Pro Filter concealers. Y'all, I didn't even have concealers, nothing. Now I'm like Fenty'd out. We got these concealers, got the primer. I have the bronzers, and then see, and this is something with these, I have to mix these in order for it to help with my contour, but we're gonna talk about that later. So as I was stating earlier, I don't call myself a makeup artist, because I feel like there are avenues of makeup that I have not mastered, and I still get intimidated by certain things. Like, someone could say they're a makeup artist, and I'm literally sitting here like, but my makeup doesn't turn out like such and such. My makeup doesn't turn out like Jackie Ina's. My makeup doesn't turn out like Nima Tang. Like, I'm just comparing myself to people who have been doing it for years. So I just consider myself an enthusiast, like I said. So like I said, one avenue that I struggle with and that I am fearful of is eyeshadows. I've said this before in a video, like I'm so afraid of eyeshadows. Like I'll pump myself up to be like, I'm gonna do an eyeshadow day. I'm gonna do an eyeshadow day. Get the basis of my eyelids and look at the eyeshadow palette and be like, what do I start with? Like, what do I start with? What am I going to do first? What's going to be my transition shade? What's going to be the pop shade? Am I going to do a shimmer? Like, it's just so much, and it gives me anxiety. I'm getting hot just thinking about it. It's just like, like, it's just really a lot. So, but I decided, what better way to conquer my fear than with y'all and with this Fenty eyeshadow palette that I picked up when I went to Sephora. This is the, I don't even know the name of, 4 Rose. So this is the 4 Rose palette, and I picked up this one because I felt like it was easy for me to work with. Like, you got the brown, the matte brown right here that I can use. You got that matte pink right here. Ooh. Got the little shimmer that I could tap on my eye. So I think I got a little something I could work with. So we want to see how this works out. So as I said, I'm gonna do a whole Fenty face today, okay? All right, let's get started. All right, y'all, give me a second. I gotta focus when I do this eyebrow, because that's another thing I don't know how to do. I don't master like eyebrows. I can't do those. If somebody was to ask me to do makeup, I'll be like, what? And I have done people's makeup, but when I do it, all I can see is all the things that I did wrong, and they're like, girl, it looks fine. And I'm like, no, Mario would have did it differently than I did. He would have done a better job. So, but that's just the killer right there. Comparing yourself to people will literally kill you and kill like every hope or dream that you've ever had to do things or to try and accomplish your dreams. When you continuously compare yourself to other people, because you're not going to be like them because you're not them. So you have to find your avenue, do things the way you want to do it or the way you see fit. Because one thing I've learned about makeup while on my journey is everything is preference. Like literally how you prefer it to look. How do you want your eyebrows? Some people like intense eyebrows. Some people like natural eyebrows. Some people like bold eyebrows. Some people like little eyebrows. Once again, preference. You see what I'm saying? Everything is preference. So, all right, fill my eyebrows in. Didn't go super hard because that's not my what? Preference. There we go. So, but I filled my eyebrow in real quick with this Morphe pomade. Oh, sugar pie. This Morphe pomade, like I told y'all, it was going to be a few things that may not be from Fenty. And then this Anastasia, oh, child, did y'all see? Y'all see I use it though. You see I use it. This Anastasia Beverly Hills, you probably can't see it, but this brow freeze, the first time I used it, it had my eyebrows shookington. Okay, like they were shooketh. The shooketh had arrived. Shookethness was here. The eyebrows were shook, but they weren't going nowhere. It was on freeze. Hello, good night. Okay guys, so eyelid is prepped. I did it off camera, just did a little bit of concealer, just set it a little bit. Eyebrows are done. Let us bow our heads and pray. Heavenly Father, I ask that you put your hands upon me as I get ready to embark on my eyeshadow journey, okay? Okay. I know I'm being so dramatic, but this right here is where I get stuck. Like this right here is literally where I be like, I will just stick with a basic eye. I won't do anything. And I let my fear consume me. And that is something that I don't like. So I'm trying to get out of that. So got the palette right here. 4 Rose by Fenty Beauty. One thing that I do know that I have learned from the thousands of eyeshadow tutorial videos that I've watched, is, you know, typically, especially for beginners like myself, you want to start with a warm shade in the corner and in the crease. So first I'm going to go in with Spice Trip. Let me look at these names. Hold on. Sleepover. You coming over for the sleepover? Sleepover and spending the night. Sleepover. So this is Sleepover. Up here, top corner, this is Sleepover. In the middle, this is Little Miss. Stunt Queen is right here in the corner. Sugar Shock is this one right here. Down in the middle, Spice Trip. And Diva Fever. Diva! Y'all remember Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? They used to be like, Divas! When the aunts would come together. So, okay. We're going to take Spice Trip. Okay, and I'm going to start in my outer corner and bring it into my crease. Ah! At this moment, I'm like, I've already committed to it. I know y'all probably like, what is the issue? I thought it was going to be brown, and it's not. Like, it's not brown. Okay. Oh, God, I should have swatched this. Y'all, this is like a pink. But it's not. Oh my God. Like, now if I would have. I'm having like a little mini breakdown here, guys. Like, please don't. Okay, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with it. So, out in this corner, I have Spice Trip. But y'all, even on the back, it looks like brown. This is the thing with these colors. Like, they sometimes, like, I don't know. They just have a mind of their own sometimes. It's like, what? Like, even on the box, excuse me, guys, it looks brown. Okay. All right. I've committed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and work it in. This is like really pink. I don't know, that probably could be my fear. I have a fear of colors. I don't know why. I'm just like, oh, I don't know if this color is gonna look right on me. I might actually have to change. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go with it. I'm not even about to. I've whined about it. It's over. By the way, this brush that I'm using is a Morphe M506 brush. And I've watched a few, like I said, a few eyebrow tutorials, and they said that this one is actually good for hooded eyebrows because the typical crease blend brush, the typical one, this has quite a bit of fallout. I don't know if y'all can see that down there. But the typical blending brush that you would use, like if you have hooded eyebrows, like I have space, but like once I open my eyes, like I don't have that much space on my eyelid. The typical blending brush is it's too big. So like when I blend into the crease, it'll start looking like super crazy. And it'll be like, girl, what? That's not cute. What did you think you was doing? So I want this to be intense on the outer corner. Like I said, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trusting the process right now, and y'all are on this journey with me. So as y'all are saying, what is she doing? I'm asking myself the same question, trust me. Like, is it pink or what? What is it? Is it pink? It's pink. It has to be pink. Just trust the process. Can y'all even see that? Can y'all see that? Okay, I'm gonna start blending on this other eye and I'll be back, okay? Okay, so off camera, how I started out in the outer corner on this eye, I did the same thing here and just kind of like brought it into my crease. Once again, I'm not an artist, but just in my opinion, or like you can even see like your crease is like where your eyebrow starts to crease. So typically what I like to do is I like to hold, like when you're putting your eyeshadow on, you're like, you know? But typically what I like to do is sometimes like relax my face as to how it will look if I'm just like sitting there talking, have a great conversation. And I just take whatever that shadow is, whatever shade it is that I have in the crease, and just kind of like lightly go over there, like go over the crease so that you can actually see a little bit of it. So it looks like real relaxed. I have my face like super relaxed right now. And I'm just looking in both areas. And I'm just gliding the color in the crease so that whoever's looking at me will be able to see. Okay, this is like a very soft color. Now that we are here, I need to figure out what color I'm going to use next in this palette. And put it right here, like over the base of my eyelid. And then in the corner, I'm thinking I'm gonna do a little shimmer. I'm gonna give it pink today. I'm gonna give it pink today. That's what we're gonna do. Okay. All right, guys, before I think I have commitment issues because I'm like, before I commit to a shade, let me see. This one is doing here. So that is Little Miss. And then let's see what Sleepover is talking about. Right here next. Little Miss. Y'all, I am struggling right now, if you can't see from this video. Like, okay, I'm gonna just do it. I am going to do Sleepover on the base of my eyelid, and I'm probably gonna cry, so y'all just be on standby once I apply Sleepover. Definitely not terrible. Not terrible at all. So I just have it like on the base of my eye, on the base of my lid, sorry. And I'm just giving it like a light wisp. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy. And so with this on my lid, once I get the amount of Sleepover, I keep forgetting that word. I don't understand why I keep forgetting that name. Once I get the amount of Sleepover that I want on my lid, I'm gonna like blend it in with the transition and the outer corner, which I mean they're the same shade, but I want them to kind of like marry each other. Like, you don't want divorced eyeshadows, you want marriage, unity, blend, oneness, oh, wholeness. Oh, child, y'all get what I'm saying. So All right. Both eyes to look alike. Your eyes are identical. They are identical. Well, if you're lucky. Okay. So that's it for the color that's on the base of the eyelid. So now I'm going to take my little, this is my little blending brush, the crease blush. This is from Real Techniques. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'll be on a budget, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dab just a little bit of it, like just a little bit, like I'm still gonna shake it off too. A little bit of it in that color that was for the crease. I don't want no harsh lines, so I'm just gonna take it on the outside where I had it blending. Well, where I put on the crease, because it just went so harshly from like nothing to eyeshadow. So you want to blend that out. You want that to be blended very nicely. All right, I'm gonna finish blending and I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I've rubbed my primer in and now I'm going to do my foundation. I typically go, like when I'm applying my foundation, I typically do brush to get it on the skin, and then sponge to put it in there. So this is really like my favorite sponge to use for my foundation. I got it from Target. It was $8. Some people probably like, girl, you being real rough. You gotta get it in there. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. Yeah. This Fenty, the shade that I'm using, 440 Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. Shake well before use, like with any foundation. The formula is really nice. Always been a fan. I see quite a few spots that can use a little bit of pink. Just a little pink, not too much. I typically like to start out, depending on the foundation, I'll start out with one pump and then just as I see spots for coverage. And it depends on what type of face I'm doing. Like if I'm going like to a wedding or it's like a special event, I'll kind of like, all right, let me be generous. But if not, you know, one pump will suffice and I'll do like a light coverage type of thing. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm not putting any foundation under my eye because that's where I'm going to highlight. And you don't want to have foundation and concealer. That's my preference. You won't want to have foundation and concealer under your eye, because then your concealer will start to crease and you'll start getting those lines in the concealer like very soon. We don't want that to happen. Forgot the nose. Gotta get the nose. Gotta get the nose. Nose and surrounding area. So let's see. I don't know if y'all can see that. How that looks. You don't see any spots. And I need some attention. But I just like go around the whole face for the most part. Good. Looking good. Alright. Unfortunately, I still see a few spots that I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Okay, y'all, so I've started applying my foundation. I'm really keeping it like right here. I don't put any foundation underneath my eyes because that's where we're going to highlight with the concealer, and you don't want to put foundation then concealer on top of that, because then your under eye will start creasing, and we don't want that at all. So use about two or three pumps of the foundation to get the coverage that I see fit. Once again, like I said, makeup is all about personal preference. So with the foundation, with the Fenty foundation, I think I did about two or three pumps. Got my little sponge for my foundation. Some people prefer a brush for their foundation. I don't know what is on my lip, y'all. I'm sorry. Some people prefer a brush on there for their to apply their foundation. Some people prefer a sponge. Some people don't like sponges because they feel like the sponge takes majority of the product away. I like me a sponge. To put the foundation on my face, I'll use a brush. The Real Technique brush. I ain't gonna put the whole thing on camera because it's low. Because I just used it. So I'll use that, and then to like get it into my skin, I feel like the sponge like pats it into your skin. Like me personally, my opinion, it pats it into your skin like it does a better job. So that's my preference. I prefer the sponge. So now that we have the basis of our face done, time to highlight and contour. And now I'm about to go on a journey and see which contour would best fit me. This is way too light. Take that back. That's not gonna work. Way too light. This is, let's try 835. Let's see what 835 looking like. Let's see what 835. Ooh, I think that's definitely. But what's this? 470. Let's see what 470 looking like. Let's see what 470 hitting on. I think 470. Yeah, I definitely picked up 470 for a contour, not a highlight. Definitely a contour shade. Definitely a contour shade. So looks like I picked up my highlight shades that I picked up. Looks like they're too bright. Let's see. This is what happens when you try products on the camera, like in real time. Woo! Oh, buddy. Okay. I'm not even about to play myself with this. Like, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm not even going to put myself. Like, I'm not even gonna put myself. It's way too late. You know, not gonna do it. So, you know what? You can have a plan, and then God will have a plan, and He'll tell you what you need to do. So, let's see. This Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place, and this is what I actually use. I love this one. I love this concealer because a little goes a long way and it's full coverage. Remember, like I told y'all, for the most part. This is gonna be a Fenty only. I said for the most part. I tried to stay true, but things happen and you just gotta learn to roll with the punches. Okay, so have my concealer in the places that I like, that I see fit. I got it under the eye. I got it in my little fake Cupid's bow. Like, I envy people with deep Cupid's bows. I'm not even gonna lie about that. And then, yes, I do put a little something, something right here. Okay, all right. Ended up having to use a Juvia's Place concealer. These concealers are, I got 4 I mean 380 and 385, they are way too light for me. Besides, let me let y'all know what I'm doing. I'm letting the concealer dry a little bit because it'll be easier. Like, you always want to let your concealer that you're using to highlight, you want to let it dry a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. So the cream concealers I got from Fenty, I got 380 and 385, definitely way too light. I might play with it off camera to see if there's anything I could do. This I think was 385. This was 385. This was 470. 470 is like my shade, so definitely can't contour with that because you need to go probably about a shade or two higher. So when you're highlighting, you want to go a shade or two lower than your actual shade, and then when you're contouring, you want to go a shade or two higher than your actual shade. 380 and 385, they are way below my shade, so they're not. So I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be right back. We're back. So contour is done, highlight is done. I know y'all see this under eye, y'all like, what you about to do with that? We're gonna come back to it. Just give it a second. Remember I said we were gonna finish the eyeshadow. So we're about to finish the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go back here, and I convinced myself to do a little razzle dazzle, little shimmer shimmer, sparkle sparkle, sprinkle sprinkle on my eyes, and that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm torn between Sugar Shock and Diva Fever or Stunt Queen. I think I'm gonna do Sugar Shock. Let's see what Sugar Shock giving. What is Sugar Shock giving? Sugar Shock is giving a little shimmer. Let's shimmer with Sugar Shock. Find my little eyeshadow brush. There we go. Like my little favorite brush. I love this brush right here. Love this brush right here. So we are going to put Sugar Shock on the lid. Oh, hey Sugar Shock. Alright. It's a little bit. Y'all can see that? Can y'all see Sugar Shock? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Trust the process. Trust the process. Sugar Shock is actually cute. She's cute. I like her. Sugar Shock is cute. She's a keeper. I like Sugar Shock. Okay. So now the Sugar Shock being Shookington. Sugar Shock did it. Sugar Shock shocked me. Okay. There we go. Probably gonna put a little bit of her in the corner. In a little bit. First, this is when I go like back and forth, back and forth. I set my under eye too, but I'm gonna do that in a second. So you see this line like right here where I had, what was the name of it? Spice Trip, because that was like the crease in the outer corner, but because I highlighted, it kind of like cut it off. Let me show y'all what I'm about to do. So this is one thing that I do that I'm pretty decent with. I'm gonna take my brush and bring it down here and bring Spice Trip down here to cover up that harsh line, because we don't want that harsh line. And what we'll do is we'll bring it down here to the lower eyelid. See that? Can you see that? Can y'all see that? I'm gonna bring it down. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Moving this mirror over here. Because you want to cover up that harsh line. And I will drag it across the whole bottom lid to have just a little bit of color. right? And so 9 times out of 10, what's gonna end up happening? A little bit of eyeshadow is gonna fall out. Remember, we didn't set our concealer yet. That's where the trick comes in at. All right, so see, we got some shadow on the bottom, lower lid. And then we're gonna go back in with Sugar Shock. Get real close in the corner with that. Alright. Okay. And now, one thing that I have fallen in love with since it came out is the Fenty Beauty setting powder. I love this bad boy. Never failed. It's, oh my God, this stuff right here, it's amazing. So remember how I said that makeup is all preference? For a long time when I first started baking, like when I joined the baking lifestyle, I had my sponge, okay, would wet it, sit, and I would put it under here and be running around doing a whole bunch of stuff, calling myself baking. And then I found out there was a different way to do it. With a light brush, just take my little brush and get real tight up under the eye. And then also at the same time, you can sweep away any eyeshadow that may have fallen into your highlight when you were finishing up your eyelids. Now look at that. And just get in there as tight as possible while at the same time sweeping away. As tight as you possibly can. This, baby, hey baby, hey baby. If I want a little bit more, I'll put it in my little top. Dust it, you don't want too much. And just go up under it. I promise you, y'all. Like, this setting powder, they knew what they was doing when they was in the lab. Okay? Because I love it. I love every bit of it. Okay? So that's that. Then what I also do, put on my Cupid's ball. Wherever I have put that highlight, I do it. See, right? Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. That is really what makeup is, trusting the process. Okay. All right, guys, that's it. This is the final face. Off screen, I put my lashes on. That was a struggle in itself, but I put lashes and mascara on. The mascara I used is Bag Out Bang from Benefits. These lashes, I think I ordered these from Amazon a while ago. For my lips, I used Undefeated and Uncuffed. These are both Fenty lips. I put Uncuffed just right here in the middle. I don't know if you can tell, but I did do that. And that is it. That is the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this video as much as I enjoyed making this video. I do plan on doing many more videos, so I hope you guys do like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on all social media platforms at _J Sheree. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, peace and blessings. Bye. Ooh, the heck? You're gonna turn it off.